here I have our little water dragons. We've got three. We've got Anastasia, Obi and Carlos here. As you can see, they're still pretty little ones. They'd only be a few months old. So here they are, and today I will be telling you a bit about them, about their diet, about their housing needs and requirements, and how we look after them. So here's their enclosure where they spend most of their time. You can see in here we've got some straw-like bedding, definitely lots of hidey holes, things they can stand on, rocks, a bit of a kind of mulchy, grainy, rocky, woody area with some dirt, gravel and rocks. Here's some of their browsing. Here's their water system. We put egg cartons on top to provide that shade and a bit of a water absorbent so they can jump in here if they want or cool down. And also if there's any in here, the crickets, they love to hide. So there's a bit of their water system with obviously rocks underneath, and another one with water plants from the dam, and it's nice and muddy and cool in there. So how we take care of this enclosure, obviously we are tipping out and refilling, or sometimes just refilling their water, so there's just water in there. This side usually would have water in it, so that's a job that needs to be done. Obviously this water will be topped up. Browsing, they love their browsing, so this is obviously old browsing which we will take out and provide them with new browsing. There is their new browsing on this tree. They love this stuff. It provides a good leafy shade and sometimes even a bed for them. I always like to implant new things like new hidey holes, new rocks, new structures, new different beddings, new plants, all sorts. This is a bit of their kind of daily, weekly chart of how we feed them. We definitely do record them. So obviously we have Carlos, Anastasia and Obi, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through to Sunday. And we just record who ate that day, what did they eat and how much of that they ate, did they leave something, did they eat it all, and if we find anything unusual, abnormal or even too normal, we'll put that on a different paper, but this is kind of a set-in, bit of an old record. Down the bottom it just says that their fruit days, so when to feed their fruit, is on Monday, Wednesday and Sunday, and then their crickets Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday is their fasting or enrichment day, which not so much fasting, just enrichment. So obviously these aren't set in day. It kind of, obviously they're the animals, they decide when they want to eat. We just sit here and assist when they eat and what they want to eat, and we encourage them to eat it. And it just says on the bottom, tong feeds unless scatter feed day, which is obviously that weekend feed. So I can read a bit out of the weekly kind of what it's all about. So on Monday, all three water dragons ate all the fruit. Tuesday, 1 cricket to Obi, 2 crickets to Annie, and 3 crickets to Carlos. That was by a tong feed. Wednesday, apple was taken from the bowl. Obi wasn't hungry, but found cricket buried and ate it. Thursday was 3 crickets to Obi and Annie, and 1 for Carlos. And then that kind of weekend feed, it just says that they had a scatter feed, which is fruit and crickets. I'll show you how we do that and what their food diet looks like. Here is one of their food bowls. Obviously this food bowl has some really nice things. I think we've got some beans, carrot, apple and banana maybe. So this is kind of, it's just a recycled lid of probably a pasta tin. And yeah, this is just placed. So their food usually will just stay about there, and as you can see I've got someone already eyeing it off, probably a bit hesitant because I'm here, but let's just sit here and wait and see what he does. So no one actually ate anything out of that lid, which is fine. It's normal. They don't usually. Sometimes they will though. So then it comes back to the tong feeding, which is just a set of hospital tweezers. I'll grab out one of their favourites. Might try this guy here, I reckon, if I can get it on my tongs. I can't, that's alright. We'll go some apple. So obviously they're cut in really small, but not too small. So let's try this little guy. He'll probably sniff, lick, have a bite. There's the bite, there's another bite. Alright, he's liked that on the tongue, but he's over it now. Let's try this little guy. What are you gonna do? Some of them take extra encouraging. If they don't eat, again, that's fine. We leave the food in their enclosure when they want to. Where's the other little guy? Oh, this one's just chilling out. Maybe he wants a tongue feed. Yeah, there we go. He had some licks on that one. No, we'll try some... No, I like to just experiment what different things they like, what they eat, and kind of get them used to human interaction. We're very interested in the food, but not actually eating. So we'll pop it back there. So the food's just left in there. Little guy. Food's just left in here. If they don't eat it, I've taken a photo of what it looks like now. And if it doesn't look any different, we'll just take that out and replace it, or just go to their crickets. Now, with their scatter feed, I just make this up myself. We've just got some grass for enrichment. I'll just sprinkle that over here, give it some greenery. They might like to chew on it. And then in the scatter feed, I've got some carrot and some spinach. So that just kind of gets dropped over like a scatter feed, like in the wild. They can find that. At different times, there'll be different things that are in the scatter feed, but that's what I've chosen for today. So they can hunt them in the wild. And we still definitely have plenty of crickets. Plenty of crickets in here if I can find one, that they also like to hunt for, and they will actually eat them. The thing the dragons love are their crickets. So they like to have their crickets hand fed to them. They will lick and they will chew on the whole cricket. You've just got to get to that point where he'll open his mouth. It'll tickle him a bit, but he'll take this little guy over here. He probably won't take it. He's not a fan of me, young Carlos. No. Don't think they're interested, but a lot of the time they are. There you go. No? Obviously with their scatter fed, they do just get their crickets dumped, and the cricket will hopefully live and they get to hunt. So yeah. Now, in terms of any safety procedure or any PPE wearing or just anything to keep me safe around these little guys, I feel as though, given that they're pretty small at the moment, there probably wouldn't be much like protection that I need. Obviously I'm wearing my hat, it is sunny today, and when I go out and pick their browse, which I will in a minute, I'll need my hat, possibly sunscreen, and then even when I'm outside picking the browse, and gloves when I'm outside picking their browse, with the handsaw or just a pair of scissors. I wear my gloves to protect my hands, and when I'm picking up pretty heavy rocks or logs, I will use my gloves. So that is a safety thing to worry about. These little guys, chill as anything. They'll just chill out here all day. And yeah, it's just a matter of keeping an eye on them. They're definitely fat enough. They're definitely fattening up. They're very big dragons. So it's good, and I've seen them eat plenty of times now to know that they're healthy, they know how to hunt, they know how to get the food, and they're having this human interaction, which they absolutely love, and so do I. So until these guys get a little bit bigger, it's just all chill, and we'll just take the days slowly. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching, bye for now.